You guys, I was talking to somebody the other day who their mom needs assisted living, and they called me and they were like, hey, I know you're like the assisted living girl, but I'm shocked. I did not know how much care was going to cost me. And I'm like, okay, well, break it down for me. Where'd you go? What'd you tour? What'd you see? What amenities do they have? And let's talk about it. Let's break it down. And they were like, okay, here we go. So I went to a big box community and they said base rate was $5,000 plus if she needs any supplies, diapers, sheets, towels, that's additional charges. If she eats a meal not during the designated meal times, that's going to cost more too. And then they were like, also if she elopes, that's a fee. If she does this, that's a fee. Like basically all in at the end of the month, they asked, well, what are people on average paying? I get that 5 is the base, but what are they on average paying? And they were like, well, the average bill is about $11,000 a month, give or take, after all the fees are added in. And if she, needs to take more medications or her care increases, it's going to cost more over time. We'll give you a call. We'll let you know the bill will increase. And they were like, what? Like when I called on the phone, you said it was $5,000 a month. And now you're telling me it's like double that? And they were like, yeah, this is the nature of the beast. And then they went to an RAL and they were like getting quotes and it was right around $7,500, but they told them it was one flat rate all in, no increases. It's locked in for the entirety of the senior stay. And they were calling me saying, even that sounds insane. They were like, I think I'm just going to start getting quotes for in-home care. And I was like, okay, let's talk about it. So I broke it down for them. I'm like, okay, listen, the average cost of care is $33 an hour for in-home care. So if you need 24/7 care at $33 an hour, 7 days a week, you guys, that's like $23,000+ a month just for the care. Not the food, not the electricity, not the cable, not the activities, not the utilities, just the care. So it's going to cost them like $25,000 a month to keep their loved one at home and get that one-on-one in-home care. And I was breaking it down to them. I was like, this is the difference of sending your kid to daycare or sending your kid with a nanny who comes to your house. It's going to cost you way more to keep them at home. Going to a facility or a home is the cheaper, better way to go. And I was like, to be honest, I'm shocked that the facility even told you the average cost, because many times they'll be like $5,000. Then you get that first bill and you're like, what the, right? So to me, it's not just that RAL is the way to go because it may be a cheaper option. RAL is the way to go because of the ratios, the quality of care, the home environment, the culture, the fact that an owner operator is hands-on. They're usually, more present. It's just not this huge corporate building, and it's not isolating being home alone. People don't realize the cost of care until they get in these circumstances. And it's kind of shocking how many of these conversations I've had to have only at age 33 myself. Like most of the people who are calling asking me this, they're in their 50s and 60s and their parents are starting to go through this. And they're like, I had no idea. If you have a senior loved one who's going to need this care and assistance and you haven't figured out a plan, it's time to start preparing. The world's not going to get any better. Cost of care has gone up 87% over the last 20 years, and it's only going to get worse. You need to make a plan. Only 10% of the population has long-term care insurance, and if you don't have that, how are you going to pay for your care and assistance? If you want to talk about a plan, I'm happy to send you a message, and we can go through your personal options to see what's the right fit for you. But truly opening your own RAL may be that option. Your senior loved one gets the best care because you're in control of it, and you get a cash flow all the while. They could honestly live for free. That's why we got started. It may be why you need to get started. If this resonated with you, send me a DM. I want to talk.